It's a beautiful day in Sydney today. It's probably around 21 degrees. It's so hot. The sun's out. You can see the Harbour Bridge in the distance. So I'm walking towards Circular Quay to the last day of the Bastille Day Festival. I could see the crowds ahead. It's probably be as crowded as the last night of Vivid, the last day of Vivid. It's probably about the same crowd capacity today. So this year Bastille Day festivals, they run for 4 days from the 11th on Thursday to today, which is the 14th, the actual Bastille Day, 14th of July 2024. Now there you go, you can see the tents down there and the crowds of people, and then up that end towards the rocks is actually the rocks markets, which are separate, but they are run on the weekends, so they coincide, the events coincide with each other. So usually there's 3 or 4 parts, so usually to the front of Customs House and along past the McDonald's, they usually have one section of the Bastille Day Festival, and usually that is the French, the real French and main area. Then in there, over there in First Street Park, behind all those barricades, is the main centre stage where they have entertainment and live music acts and all that for Bastille Day Festival. And then down the other end, they've that used to be the Canadian quarter down there, but it's now named the Olympic Village because of the games in Paris this year. The section here, just past Customs House, used to be the EU section. So there was different sections for different French communities. So they have the Canadian French down the far end, and they have the main French in the middle, and then they have the EU countries with French-speaking communities outside in that area there where it was near the McDonald's. And it also runs along the front of the MCA, past First Street Park, towards the overseas terminal, cruise ship terminal, but not as far. So you can see the signs where there's entrances to it. I'm not sure where I should start, but I try and do a video as quick as possible because I don't want to spend too long here, just the minimum. So let's start maybe at the Gateway Artesian Village, then I'll go across to the other side to where Circular Quay is, near the wharf, and then I'll come back to this area here at First Street Park and outside the MCA.
It's either they leading our life or they following us. And they should follow us. So it's either they alpha or we alpha. So what's
So cute. And then now one, you have a lot of these around. There'll be some all along each of the sections of the Bastille Day Festival. You'll see like mulled wine. I have tried it. Not a fan. It's a little bit too sweet for me. I don't mind the spice, but the actual mulled wine itself is a little bit too sweet. Japanese stuff, yeah, exactly. The French Bastille Day Festival. And we have, of course, freeze-dried candy, I think. Yes. I won't even try and get into the Four Frogs or Messina if I'm hungry because there's a long queue, and there always is every year. especially Messina, because it's so hot today. In the middle of winter, the ice cream queues will be very, very long. Oh my goodness. So glad I didn't catch the light rail and I walked because it's just packed. We have a lot of wine around as well. There's actually a few tickets you can buy to experiences. There's a wine tasting tour. There's the open mulled wine cinema. There is, I can't remember, cheese and wine, I think, and cooking classes. So there's quite a few things you can do. I like how the overflow of stores is now coming to this area where it originally was many years ago, and then it cut back and now it's expanded again out. But this area here, this is the main section and it's always very, very packed. It's shoulder to shoulder, so you really do have to watch where you're going, and it goes up the street here as well. The smell of food is fantastic. Oh, sorry. So many people. Oh, I can start smelling wine now. There's another mulled wine. Oh yeah. It's meant to be French and Bastille Day, but there is always, every year, multiple German sausage food trucks and concessions, and there's all sorts of European delicacies from around Europe, not just from France. Another mulled wine, that's the third one I've seen so far. Ooh, that mulled wine is very strong. For French classics, beef bourguignon, crème brûlée, macaron, chocolat eclair. So a lot of gift shops as well in between. I think the stores are getting further and further up the street each year.
I don't know, I don't find it.
Do they actually have premieres, or are they actually selling more things? Oh, they have. Okay, raclette, melted cheese. You'll see lots of those as well around. First time I encountered that, I thought, I walked past it, it smelled really disgusting. And I thought, raclette cheese? No, more like rancid cheese.
Like diners, like those like. It smells so bad.
It's going to start with.
really are pushing it to the boundaries this year up this side street. So you can see the station down the other end. So this is just the side street, this is just Loftus Street. There's still the main area outside Customs House, and then along the wharf area, and also part of spilling out into part of East Circular Quay, which is towards the Opera House side. Let me see if I can get through here.
Oh, it's right down this way. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can't go down that way. I'm unsure how the audio on this is going to be like on this video, as my voice is still a little bit husky. It is shoulder to shoulder. In the past, I've actually had duck pizza, which they never did again, I think. I've had I think it's lobster thermidor it's called, and also fried halloumi, all three of which I really love. I've also tried things like desserts, and not macarons or macaroons, but more of the Quay desserts and specialty desserts. So, and the mulled wine, of course, which I said I did not like. So let's go this way and see if I can cut across. Oh, let's see find the macarons, which are really, really nice. Macaron. I wonder if they had Bastille here this year. Customs House is probably open, so you could probably seek refuge in there if it is.
Ini kamu masuk balik keluar. There's a long wait for a lobster roll. How am I going to cut across?